Hello, I'm Mark Albert from the National Parks of Boston. I'm here to share how you can participate in a BioBlitz using the iNaturalist app on your smartphone. We'll show you how you can easily make great observations that help document the biodiversity wherever you are, and how you can use this magnifying clip-on lens to take amazing close-up images. The wonderful thing about iNaturalist is that it is a global database that creates a permanent scientific record of our observations. Also, it allows users from anywhere in the world to suggest identifications of other users' observations. Let's get to it.
Hi everybody, now we are going to walk through using iNaturalist on the iPhone. And our first step is going to be opening up our settings, scrolling down to privacy, and making sure that our location services are enabled. Then you'll scroll down to find the iNaturalist app and make sure that while using the app is toggled on. Okay, now we are ready to open up the app, and this is the home screen. You can see at the bottom there's a menu bar, and in the middle there is a camera icon that says Observe, and this will open up the photo application within iNaturalist and allow you to take your first photo. So I chose this tree, and that wasn't really a great representation, so I can choose Retake, and I'm going to zoom out to get a full comprehensive view of the organism that I'm observing. And I hit Next to add that to my observation. You can see there that it shows up, and that's the first photo of my observation. So now I can choose the plus icon next to the first photo that I took there to add additional photos. And remember that with any good iNaturalist observation, you'll want to take multiple photos of different and various pieces of the specimen or whatever you're observing. So I got a photo of the flowers there. Now I'm zooming in and taking a photo of the bark, and I'm going to add that to my observation as well. And we'll tap that plus icon one more time and add another photo of the branch arrangement. That is always a good thing to capture if you're photographing a tree. We'll add that to the set of photos. And now we're going to use the macro lens that Mark showed you earlier. So I'm clipping that onto my phone, and I'm going to try to get a nice zoomed in view of the budding flowers. And so when you're using the macro lens, you're going to have to get pretty close to whatever you're photographing. Really within a few inches. So it takes some practice to get things into focus, and you just have to keep at it. So now I have a set of observations up there. I'm going to take one more of my bud with the macro lens on. We'll add that to make that our final photo. And iNaturalist actually lets you choose which photo in your set of photos you want as your default or key photo that other users see as they are scrolling through different iNaturalist observations. So I think I'm actually going to choose that first photo that I took of the tree as a whole to be my key default photo that people see. And I choose that by hitting the little circle underneath the photo. And that will actually also help with this next part. So I can tap on what did you see, and iNaturalist will then suggest different species for me based on what it identifies that photo as. So it's pretty sure of the genus. I know that this is a red maple, so I'm going to choose red maple. It's fine if you don't know what you're looking at. You should at least enter in whatever you're sure of. Even if you're just sure that this is a plant, you can label it as a plant. That helps people in the larger global community narrow down identifications to the categories that they are most proficient and knowledgeable in. So we can also add notes, which is helpful for other people who might be identifying what we're looking at. So I've added some notes there. They don't have to be super scientific. And now I've tapped on that location icon, and I can move around my location bullseye to make sure that I am putting my observation in the correct spot on the map. So I'm going to put it right over that tree so people know which tree we were looking at. And there's also an option to specify whether a plant is captive or planted or cultivated. And I'm going to put yes, since this is a tree on the Rose Kennedy Greenway. So now I hit share. I'm ready to upload my observation to iNaturalist servers, and you can see it's live syncing here because I have the data to the application turned on. If you don't want to be using data with your, while you're out in the field, you can turn data off to the application. Just make sure you reopen the app once you're connected to Wi-Fi or back on data so that it can upload your observations. And you can do that both. That works the same way on both an iPhone or an Android. You just play around with the app to figure out how you turn your data on. Sometimes it's in the settings, sometimes of your phone, sometimes it's in the settings of the app. And now I am ready to take my next photos, start my next observation, and it's as simple as that. Thank you very much for joining us today. We hope you have a great time utilizing this tool and exploring the biodiversity around you. Have a great time. Bye.